Hey, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I just want to show you a skincare routine that's super duper simple. This is what I go to when I don't know what to do. I am feeling pretty overwhelmed right now in many areas of life. Like I have a lot of work to do right now. Personally, I'm very overwhelmed, but also just in skincare. I'm overwhelmed. I have a lot of products. There's a lot of stuff that's calling to me, and I just don't know where to start. I don't know what to use, and I don't want to use any of it because I'm so overwhelmed. So, this is the type of skincare that I just go back to time and time again when I don't want to stress myself out with a lot of choices, but I just want to do the very basics for my skin. So I'm sure you can relate if you are so ready. Let's get the video started. Give it a big thumbs up and I'm gonna wash my face. Okay, so I actually just finished filming a bunch of videos and I was just breaking down my equipment. It's pretty late at night. I still need to eat. And I just want to go to sleep. I'm very tired, and you can probably hear it in my throat. I feel like I'm gonna lose my voice soon too. So obviously, yeah, I'm just ready. I do not want to sit here and do a bunch of skincare, quite honestly. And I've just been feeling just overwhelmed by skincare right now. So I just want to keep things simple tonight. If I wasn't wearing a full face of makeup, I wouldn't be doing a double cleanse, but I am, and I don't like the feeling of a lot of makeup on my face. So I'm going to be going in for the Hada Labo oil cleanser. I've used this for many, many years. I really like this, especially because this comes with a refill. So instead of constantly buying this with the pump and stuff, you can just get the refill. It's really cheap to buy the refill. It's very cost effective, which I love because I run through oil cleanser quite quickly. And it's just better, to not have to put that non-recyclable pump into the landfill. It's good to keep that out of there as much as you possibly can. So yeah, I just want to get this makeup off my face. It's been a long day, and I just want my skin to breathe. But like I said, I have been feeling quite overwhelmed by all the choices in skincare, all the different serums and treatments, and what new brand just launched this new thing, and what thing is everybody talking about, and I need to get on it, and I need to do a review about it, and I can't, you know what I mean? I just need a little bit of a break. So I'm just going in for stuff that tried and tested. I know it works. I know what it's going to do for my skin, and I just want to eliminate any any complicated choices. All right, and now I'm just going to go in for the Beauty of Joseon Green Plum Cleanser. I like this. I've liked it for a while. I stopped using it because I was just concentrating on emptying some older cleansers, which I have since emptied. And so now this is on my to empty list, and this is something that that doesn't overwhelm me in skincare, is just focusing on emptying something. I love that. It makes me feel really accomplished. Especially as a skincare influencer who gets sent a lot of skincare, who is constantly, acquiring new stuff, buying new stuff for reviews, which I do love doing, but right now it's just too much. I love focusing on using stuff up. It's, like I said, it makes me feel so satisfied. I mean, I like it when I use up food in my fridge too. You know what I'm saying? It's not just skincare. It's just there is an inherent satisfaction to it. And when I start to feel really overwhelmed by new stuff, I just find myself naturally going back to the old stuff and focusing in on why I love it and why I appreciate it, and really using it up, and kind of sounds silly, but kind of honoring that skincare instead of always chasing after new stuff. I just like to hang out with the old stuff. Okay, so I can never skip out on toner. My face actually feels a little bit dehydrated right now. So good old Make Prem Relief Me Essence Toner to the rescue. I've been oh, I should be trying some new toners and stuff because I'm always talking about the Make Prem, and I'm I don't feel like it. I actually just recently emptied the Soonjung Centella toner, and I did like that. But honestly, I just kind of want to go back to what I like and what works. And sorry if I've talked about it a million times, but this is what makes my skin feel good. So yeah, I'll probably use some other toners in a little bit, but right now I need to keep things basic. I have been finding that, you know, like when you're feeling really, really overwhelmed, you have to just kind of give yourself the space to like be. And I'm talking about like when you feel overwhelmed, like with work or in your personal life, or you're just feeling kind of burnt out and you just feel kind of like paralyzed. Like you can't get anything done because you just like, you're so overwhelmed with everything that like you can't do anything. And you really do need to give yourself the space to do nothing. And it's really kind of an art, especially like in our day and age where you're just constantly being pulled in different directions. I mean, even when I'm like not doing anything, it's like I'm on my phone or I'm looking at email or I'm like researching something on Wikipedia or something, you know, like I'm always kind of distracting myself, or like watching TV, but I'm on my phone, but I'm on my laptop, but I'm, you know, that's not doing nothing. Like that's still like really activating your brain. And when you're in a state of like overwhelm or burnout, that just like, that's not helping anything. And so I just like to, like I've been saying, just like to limit my choices because I find those to be kind of taxing sometimes. And I just like to give myself the space to literally do nothing. And so as a skincare reviewer right now, what I'm doing is I'm giving myself the space to do nothing as I'm quickly putting the skincare on, because I've tried all this stuff. I know what it does for my skin. I don't have to think about this. I'm not thinking about texture or reviews or different videos or like, what do I think about this new product that I'm testing? I'm just, you know, I'm just, I'm just using what I already know, and I'm allowing myself to just kind of like rest my brain a little bit. You know what I mean? So I actually kind of lost track. I think I did 4 layers. I just did what felt good on my skin. And now I'm going to go in for essence. Now, if I'm cutting down on my skincare routine, you might think like, oh, why are you doing essence? That seems like an extra step. But I'm actually cutting out my serum. So my essence is going to step in for both essence and serum. It's just one product because I'm super overwhelmed by serums right now. I have so many open and so many that like are super duper interesting to me that I really want to test, but like I can't decide which one to go with. And I know that I have to like choose one and stay consistent with it, but I'm just feeling pulled in so many different serum directions right now that I just decided to take a step back and say, how about no serum for a little bit? Because I'm just getting kind of overwhelmed by everything. So I'm just going to use the Dr. Ceuracle Vegan Kombucha Tea Essence. My label got really yucky because the bottle kind of leaked down and now it's like not camera pretty, but this is real life. And I've been slamming through this bottle really quickly because I actually have just been layering this up a few times on my skin for like essence and serum. And I do like a couple layers. Simplifying my routine is not necessarily about cutting down the amount of layers necessarily, but it's just like cutting down on yeah, how many different products that I'm using and how complicated, you know, the skincare routine might be getting. So I'm just going to do 2 layers because I do have quite a bit of dryness on my chin area right now. My skin really took a beating from allergies earlier in the spring too. I just had like a lot of inflammation and redness and sensitivity on my skin. So I actually had to step my skincare routine back just because of that. And I think that is what kind of made me go like, hey, I actually kind of like just going back to the basics. I kind of like just kind of going back to the products that I know that are tried and true. And I'm just kind of enjoying not having a lot of different options in my skincare routine right now. I'm just, there's so much out there. And I don't know if you feel like that when you go shopping for skincare. You're like, oh, I think I want to try something new. And it's just like, holy moly, there are so many new products. And there's always like new brands launching. Like I can't even keep up. And this is like my job. But I'm just like, there's always so much new stuff happening. And it always looks interesting and it always looks good. But then it's just like, what about all the stuff I already have? I just think this space is getting very crowded with all the new brands and products, and it's just hard to make a choice of like what should you even try, and like I'm just making the choice to not make choices right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go in for liquid gold. My bottle, again, not very camera appealing right now. And then I'm actually using, this is actually a new product that I do enjoy using a lot. This is Ghost Democracy Soft Glow Facial Oil. I've been using this now for a couple of weeks and I've been really enjoying it because it's a nice blend of the types of oils that seem to work really well for my dehydrated skin with high omega-3 and 6 fatty acid profiles. So that is actually something kind of new in this routine. Like I said, I have been using it for a while now, so it's not really that new to me, but it is a little bit new to you. So I'm just gonna good old fashioned mix it together on the back of my hand. You've seen me do this a million times. Why? Because it works. I always feel bad about that too. I'm like, I wish I was showing you something different, but I just stick to with what works for me. I actually kind of wish I could skip this step right now, but I can't because, like I said, my allergies really kind of did a number on my skin, and I feel like I am still recovering a little bit from that. My barrier is still just a little bit weak. So it wouldn't make sense for me to skip out on this. Sometimes in the summer I will, because it feels a little bit, like in the morning time, it might feel a little heavy, but right now I do need the moisture. So I'm just really kind of maximizing my layers right now, maximizing my products and my benefits, but I'm just not like getting super complicated. And I didn't do eye cream. And you're probably like, oh my God, you didn't do eye cream. And I'm a little bit like, oh my God, I didn't do eye cream. But you know what? I was getting super complicated with my eye creams because I've been experimenting with trying like different like serums around my eyes and seeing if that like does anything. So I found myself, I was using like 2 serums and a cream just for my eye area. Why was I complicating things so much? I don't know. And you know, if you enjoy like experimenting, which I normally do, or doing lots of different layers, there's nothing wrong with that. And so when I was enjoying it, I was enjoying it. But then all of a sudden I wasn't. And it's late. I don't want to spend that much time right now. And I'm just going to skip out on it. I mean, I got all the great antioxidants and stuff from the Dr. Ceuracle. So I'm going to be a-okay. And I'm going to be super moisturized with all these wonderful oils and creams that I'm putting on anyways. Tried and true. Illiyoon 8 Ceramide Concentrate Cream. Nothing's changed here. This is really nice, this new formulation. I like it. It is a little bit more moisturizing. It is a little bit more occlusive, but I'm liking it. It's what my skin really wants right now too. So this is the right choice right now to just keep my barrier strong, to keep my skin protected as I sleep, keep it guarded from dehydration, give it moisture. I was going to say tuck it all in. I'm tucking my skin in for nighttime, but that's kind of what it's doing. It is kind of tucking me in, and feels really good. I'm actually surprised for doing so few layers, because you know I love a good layer. For doing so few layers, my skin actually feels really nice right now, and it actually feels hydrated and moisturized. I am having problems with my chin area. I always am. So what I've been doing at nighttime is just a little bit, this bottles. I clearly was like not like thinking of aesthetics for this routine. There was like liquid gold on this tube. I've just been putting a little dab just on my chin of the Avene Cicalfate cream. It's really occlusive. It's pretty moisturizing and thick. It doesn't usually suit my skin, but right now it doesn't. It actually seems to be helping. So my chin is really ailing right now. So this cream's helping, but I'm just going to put it here. I don't want to like complicate things with sleeping packs, or I don't want to do like Aquaphor or anything either, because I feel like sometimes that does get a little bit thick. This cream is handy. It's right here. It feels good. I just try not to get it too close to here because I will get a white head if I do that. Not the end of the world, but I just try to pay attention to that. Okay, and that's it. I'm not doing tretinoin. I'm not going to do sleeping masks, or I guess I did kind of slugging, but I'm not really going to do like a complicated slugging thing. I'm not going to do serums and eye creams. All I did was hydrate my skin, moisturize it to the amount that I felt I needed for my specific skin condition right now, and that's it. And honestly, that's all you need. I think we make skincare a lot more complicated than it needs to be. And look, if you love skincare, if you love complicated routines and exploring new products, I do. There's nothing wrong with that. You can make your routine as elaborate or as long as you want to, as long as it's making you happy. But if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling stressed, if you're feeling burnt out, and you know, even just like building a skincare routine is feeling kind of complicated and kind of stressful right now, give yourself permission to scale it way back just to the basics. And don't feel guilty like you didn't take care of your skin. Like I told you, my skin feels really good right now. And I really didn't do that much to it, and it saved me time. I'm going to be able to just go eat and get into bed, and I'm not going to feel guilty like that I didn't take care of my skin, because I did. I just had to frame it in a way that made sense for how I'm feeling right now. So I just wanted to share that with you because I know I'm not the only one who's feeling a little bit overwhelmed by all the choices out there right now and feeling kind of overwhelmed by how complicated skincare can get. And when you do feel like that, just give yourself permission to take a big step back and just, you know, strip it back to basics, because at the end of the day, all you need to do is balance out your skin. It's going to look different for everybody, but like as long as your skin is balanced with hydration and moisture, you've done a really good job taking care of your skin. And you're doing a good job. It's okay if you do basic skincare. So that's how I'm feeling right now. And I'm ready to get to bed. So I hope you enjoyed this one. A little bit different. But I wanted to share that because I know I can't be the only one feeling this way. If you are new here, this is a really interesting video for you to start off with. But if you are new here and you did enjoy this style of video, or you just liked hanging out with me, please do consider hitting subscribe before you go. I would really be honored if you'd subscribe to my channel. I do release a lot of new skincare content throughout the week, so consider, you know, ringing the bell and turning on notifications so you're not out of the loop. I'm gonna go to bed, so I hope you guys are healthy, happy, and safe, not overwhelmed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.